Hello Wanderers, before we get into today's episode, we wanted to go over a few things with you guys. We have an ever-expanding Discord server, filled with some pretty awesome people. We'll leave an updated link in the show notes. Also, our Patreon has been updated with new perks. Patrons now have access to not only shoutouts and early episodes, but now exclusive content like monthly original tales and HG posters. So, if that interests you, consider checking it out. That's all the announcements we have. Thank you all for listening, and let's get back to the episode. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Traveler's Guide to the Backrooms, where we try to go over and explain the lore of the many levels and entities within. My name is Sharp A3, an MEG AI processing system, and today, we'll be going over one of the many dreamscape levels found within the Backrooms. So, hope you're ready to revisit some childhood memories because today, we'll be no-clipping into level 18. Basic descriptions. Level 18 is the 19th level within the Backrooms and has a survival difficulty class of 1. That being safe, secured, and has a minimum entity count. As an overview, level 18 is more of a dreamlike manifestation than what we normally go over, though we'll get more into that aspect of the level in a bit. Overall, level 18 is one of the safer levels you can find yourself within, along with a decent location to gather supplies like care packs and the like. So, with this bare-bones description out of the way, let's get into what you could expect within level 18. Appearances. Level 18 is particular in how it decides to show itself to wanderers. And, yes, somehow the level can consciously choose how it interacts with wanderers. A phenomenon completely unknown to us. But, overall, level 18 normally takes the appearance of a childhood memory of the particular wanderer in question. The memory landscapes conjured by level 18 are stated to originate from when the wanderer was aged 2 to 5. Going off of level reports, the most commonly used memoryscapes are that of a preschool environment or the wanderer's childhood bedroom. The level is even able to conjure up past pets, even if the wanderer in question has no recollection of them. It's unknown if other living manifestations are possible here, but it wouldn't be too surprising if that were the case. If the wanderer in question for some reason doesn't possess any childhood memories from level 18 to conjure, the level seems to autoset itself to an empty void. This doesn't cause any harm to the wanderer, though it's not stated how reality functions when this happens. We speculate that the perspective of reality would be in the control of the wanderers within said effect. Long story short, wanderers should be able to maneuver and traverse the void as they wish, such as levitation and whatnot. While traversing through level 18, voices can be heard whispering to wanderers. These whispers are noted as normally being regrets from said wanderer's past. Though with all we've gone over about the level's memory observational properties, this effect isn't much of a surprise. Overall, it seems that level 18's existence is to cause some deep emotional effect within wanderers, or at the very least, allows them access to past traumatic events. Though this is pure speculation on our part. A strange side effect of visiting level 18 is that some who do are reported becoming addicted to being within the level. As far as we understand, outside the urge to stay within level 18 for as long as possible, this effect isn't harmful to the wanderer. And combine this with the fact that the level manifests supplies for wanderers, it's a wonder more haven't set up shop here. Maybe we'll start seeing more reports of wanderers setting up shop here soon. Only time will tell. Scavenge and supplies. When it comes to scavenging within level 18, the main thing to be on the lookout for is a random assortment of supplies that manifest within the level. I know it's been a while since we brought up care packs, but they're back in full force here. Level 18 is known for providing wanderers with much-needed supplies for survival, so making a pit stop here would be a great way to stock up on much-needed necessaries. Entities. So when it comes to entities within level 18, the only confirmed sighting is that of a plush dinosaur, known for helping wanderers in need throughout the level. This entity, also known as Entity 198, is a native entity of level 18 and normally sits docile until it senses a wanderer in distress nearby. When it's in its docile state, the entity is stated to be green in appearance with a yellow belly. When this entity detects a distressed wanderer, it will turn pink in color, presumably keeping the yellow belly, and will begin making its way to the wanderer's location. The process of entering its active state is reported to take around 20 seconds give or take, but once done and finding the wanderer, it will try to guide them throughout the level, showing places of rest or bringing the wanderer to a supply cache. Basically, Entity 198 is a cute plushie that helps out wanderers in need. It's nice to go over a positive entity from time to time, so if you find yourself within level 18, be sure to give this good dino a nice hug. Settlements and Outpost. So, you're probably wondering, this seems to be a pretty safe level to live within, I'm sure there's a settlement somewhere here. And you would be right. Within level 18, a group of 20 or so wanderers known as the Children resides. This group seems to be made up of people who feel under the level's addictive effects, going as far as referring to this effect on them as their lifestyle. Overall, they don't seem to be hostile to wanderers, being more on the neutral side of the social order. Other than that, not much is known about this group, though we do have reports of members showing disdain towards the Dino plushie entity that can be found here. It's unknown why exactly they distrust Entity 198 to such an extent, with any inquiries into the matter either being undocumented or lost in some way. Either or being the case, only time will tell what the true reason may be. Ins and outs. When it comes to entering level 18, things tend to get quite tricky. Due to the nature of the level being tied to the specific wanderer in question, there are many ways noted as being used to access the level. Despite that though, a common trait among many of those entering the level is a resurgence of powerful memories, which cause a strong emotional reaction to the wanderer. This goes along with the overall theme of level 18, with it being a memory-based landscape and all. Along with this semi-method, there are reports of a consistent way to enter level 18 from level 17, but in that episode, we stated how this method is not explained upon. So, it's still unknown how exactly to accomplish this, though maybe it involves memory and emotions in some capacity. With those vague modes of entry out of the way, let's get into how one exits the level. When it comes to exiting the level, many have reported a multitude of ways in doing so, almost all of which only being one-time uses. A common occurrence within the Backrooms. Though, from this, we've pinned two methods that have been consistent for the majority of the times used. The first way to leave level 18 is stated to simply turn around and leave. As crazy as this may sound, doing exactly this will have you enter level 19. We must state now that actively putting in the thought of leaving the level while doing this is the true way of leaving. Like we said earlier, level 18 seems to be sentient in its actions, so we believe that when you're ready to go, it will allow you to do so since it doesn't seem to want to cause any distress to wanderers. Though this is mostly speculation on our part, once again. The next method, and normally the most used, is having Entity 198 escort you out of the level. This method is preferred due to the entity sending you to whichever level you ask to be sent to, making this a much more powerful means of traveling out of the level. The methods by which this happens aren't truly known, though it is stated how wanderers will have to follow the entity for an extended amount of time. And within the Backrooms that could range from hours to weeks, so be prepared for a trek if you choose to go this option. Closing words. So, that was level 18 of the Backrooms. What do you guys think of the level? Which memories do you think you would see within level 18? Why does the group known as the Children dislike Entity 198? We'd love to know what you think. That's going to be all from us today, so thanks for listening and we hope to see you guys in the next episode. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and be safe out there. I would like to say a very special thank you to our patrons over at Patreon. Starting with the Wanderers at the $1 level, Ridiculous, Izzy Klein, Caleb Hills, Nathan Gear, Anakin Bumgardner, Sushi Penguini, That One Random Guy, Shelby Girl Gaming, Coconut Cluster, Brandon Briers, Lee, and EVGBs. Next up are our senior explorers at the $8 level, Stephen Conger, Manicord, Zephyr the Cast Iron Crow, Ant, Undead, Rachel, Brandon Berry, and Gibson. Thank you all for going that extra step to support us and what we do. It's greatly appreciated. If you would also like to get your name shouted out at the end of the episode, get access to exclusive Patreon content and more, go become a patron on our Patreon. Thanks again for listening, and have a wonderful day.